All right, EXO day 4 step ups. Let's do my weight. 187.5. Oh, with the back. We're there. All right, let's get clicking. Oh, get in there.
He's got 300 meters of sprint ahead of him. Up out of the saddle. Is it a coast-to-coast space coast win for Sanchez Alvarado? It is. From the opening gun, he set the pace. A 150, 149 opening lap. And he takes it all the way to the end to win in our junior 15 to 16, 17 to 18 categories. And rolling on through that action, maybe our third place with this Tyson Webb. Again, there are points to be had in the ACC Criterium series, so these racers spreading it out, even if they are not on the podium. Taking it to the line again, trying to figure out our overall female, that may be Margaret. It is, I think, unofficially Margaret.
Watching Tulsa Tough, live streaming it. Best race in the world.
Lots of excitement. That sprinter at the end, Sanchez Alvarado taking the overall win unofficially. He is your 17 to 18 champion. Finley Sonneman, even though he finished second on the road, second overall, Finley Sonneman, your unofficial first place in the 15 to 16 news category. So again, congratulations to all of our juniors as they roll on through, finishing this one up. Alrighty, we had to get some corrections on our junior 10 to 14 podiums. And again, a reminder, if you think you're on a podium in any of the race, stay close. We like to recognize them in the 15 or so minutes after we finish up. This is a little longer. We try to kind of protest period and get it all figured out. But we are going to recognize our junior 10 to 14 podiums. We do need Brooklyn Becker, Patty Baker, and Renee Guerrero. So Renee Guerrero, first time you called her name, I think that would be a correction, getting our podium corrected. We need Brooklyn Becker, Maddie Baker, Renee Guerrero. Please come to the podium.
Bastards.
Jorge Medina Hernandez,
Sweet.
Angel Emmanuel Romero Guzman, and Willie Croft. William Croft of the OK Flyers. Raise your hand if you're here.
Just confirm. 3 minutes in.
So again, we're going to be recognizing our 10 to 14.
Oh, that's a half hour.
The Jorge Medina Hernandez, Angel Emmanuel Romero Guzman, and Willie Croft. I think we've already got Renee Guerrero over there. We need Maddie Baker and Brooklyn Becker. So if you're over there, raise your hand if I heard your name. Here's your name. There we go. There's Maddie. Raise your hand like you just go, yeah. Except you here. That's why you're on the podium. Put a lot of work here. There's Rob. So I still need Jorge Medina Hernandez, and I need Angel Emmanuel Romero Guzman. If you hear your name, raise your hand straight in the air. That's a proud Mama Papa duo right there walking around. They had a guy named Isaiah Goldberg win a bike race last night. I'm just gonna start calling him Mama and Papa Goldberg. Make him feel old. Alrighty, so still looking for Jorge Medina Hernandez. Look, right there. Desert Fox Racing. I'm looking for Angel Manuel Romero Guzman. Romero Guzman. Still looking for Romero Guzman, and then I already see Willie Croft. I need Brooklyn Becker. Brooklyn. We got Maddie, and we got Renee Guerrero. All right, so we're going to do our junior women's podium first. Hey, Amy. We'll do our junior women's podium first, 10 to 14. All righty. Recognizing our junior 10 to 14 women's podium here on day number 2 at the 2026 edition of the FC Tulsa Arts District. St. Francis Health System. Tulsa top in 3rd place. It's Renee Guerrero. Making her way to 2nd on our podium with Team Christy Print. It's Maddie Baker. And your 1st place finisher, top step of the podium here in the junior women 10 to 14. Racing out of Wisconsin with gives Brooke a spirit of sport. It's Brooklyn Becker. So your podium in your junior women 10 to 14. Becker, Baker, Guerrero, 1, 2, and 3. Junior men's podium in momentarily. Oh, forgot we got to put on a race leader's jersey, of course. Not only you get a top step, the gold standard, but also you get a chance to put on the St. Francis Health System Tulsa Health leader's jersey here in our junior 10 to 14 women. So I know we've got Medina Hernandez. Do we have Romero Guzman? Raise your hand. There you go. I see. All right. Without further ado, let's recognize our podium in the men's junior 10 to 14. Racing with the Oklahoma Flyers, it's Willie Croft. Making his way to 2nd, racing with Sopapan Romero Racing, it's Angel Manuel Romero Guzman. Racing from Mexico with the Desert Fox Race Team is Jorge Medina Hernandez. Your winner in the men's junior 10 to 14. Medina Hernandez, Romero Guzman, and Croft, 1, 2, and 3. Again, congratulations to Desert Fox Race Team. That Desert Fox Race Team has been coming up here to Tulsa for years to race. Esteban Duran used to come to race all over the podium. Hungry like the Wolves, Duran. His team bringing up the juniors now with the Desert Fox Race Team. Congratulations, Jorge Medina Hernandez, our leader's jersey in the junior 10 to 14 here on race number 1 for them, but day number 2 of the 2026 edition of St. Francis Tulsa Cup. So, we're still working on the podiums. The kids' race has been canceled, unfortunately, keep joining us due to some of the weather and everything else. We decided to cancel the Rainer Chemical kids' race, so that's not going to be happening here at 1:45. Next race today will be the Masters Day. Masters Day coming up at 2:10. Unfortunately, his race is canceled, but come on by, have my team. Go over to the awesome food truck. They got the empanadas, they got the Jefe Cubano sandwich, Andalina's gonna slice it out. Go over to Kaz's. Kaz, the lights are on at Kaz's, but not at their junior. Head on up the hill, Town Pony Hill. Go see Amy pulling up at the top of the hill. His 2nd year as the owner of Town Pony now, during Tulsa Cup race weekend. Trying to get all the merchandise set up. It's one of their biggest weekends. It is the biggest weekend for merchandise, so they had to take everything and shove it inside during the deluge this morning and head up the hill. Because again, who are we? Sound Pony. Spot to be later on. Great spot watching the racers suffer as they go up Main Street. It's not the climb of Crybaby Hill that you get on Sunday, but it's definitely something that will sap the legs. Got to put extra work in, and you'll build up that lactic acid in those legs as you make your way up the hill, sound pony hill, lap after lap after lap. And again, congratulations once again to our junior men's and women's 10 to 14 podium. We are figuring out the junior 15 to 16 and the junior 17 to 18 men's and women's podiums. Those juniors, there's 4 different podiums. They're working through all that. There's lots of racers out there getting everything divvied up. We do know that your overall race winner was Julio Andres Sanchez Alvarado. He's going to be your leader in the 17 to 18 junior category for the ACC Cup, the ACC, American Criteria Cup. And in second overall, Finley Solomon, he will be first in the 15 to 16. He'll be wearing that race leader jersey. So again, some Fondo participants rolling in. Are you just coming back from the Fondo? You did not turn around, sir? Are you Tulsa top? You are. So some people did not turn around whenever Dorothy came flying through and that house dropped on the witch early in the morning. Course is still closed. Course is still closed. Next race today is at 2:10. We'll have the race at 2:10. Will be the Master Day. You're going to hear me wax poetic. It is one of my favorite races every year. Every year, the Masters Day. These are all 40 plus. Old enough to be your dad. Fast enough to whoop your butt on a bike course. These are ex-national champions, world champions. You got Masters here and there. Ex-Local Cup champions. Just a complete, again, as someone who's hit that half-century mark, it's always my favorite race. The Masters Day. Men's category 1 and 2. That is coming up at 2:10, a 50-minute race. So again, a reminder, if you finish up and you think you're on the podium, stay close. We want to recognize our podium. Also a reminder that the staging is about 10 to 15 minutes before your race. And the staging zone is off to the west of us here on Reconciliation Way back towards Main Street. Again, if you have to leave, I don't know why you're going to leave. We're just getting into the second half of the day. A lot of great racing taking us into the 7 o'clock hour tonight. But that being said, you gotta go check out the live stream. Go to YouTube, courtesy of Quick Trip. So Quick Trip, our lead sponsor on our live stream. You need to fuel up fast and get back to action. There's only one place to go, and that's QT. Quick Trip has over 1,200 locations. Fresh food.
From Germany, he won last year. Fantastic athletes who are actually next to him is Jim Brown. So very capable riders, all right up at the front of this race. So many names that we didn't even get to talk about. Brian Gomez is in the mix as well. Luke Fetzer, the U23 national champion, in the mix. Just so many fantastic athletes who are about to take the start line for the 20th edition of the McNally Group Ludo event. Yeah, there's your DCC riders at the front. What's the sensations, Daniel, for coming into the 20th edition? You got any picks for me? Got any, like, just sort of vibe checks on what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's, as an analyst looking at this, for me, it's a little hard to decipher. You know, a lot of guys have won recently, but nobody consistently, right? I mean, you did mention Lucas, but he'd have a good day, then he'd have a bad day, right? He hasn't gone back-to-back recently. We have Jim Brown winning at Easton. Very fast, very difficult, very technical race in trying conditions. Brody McDonald, always a wild card, good for the podium. You know, Justin has come out of the woodwork here. So here we're in the figure 8 of the first night. Again, start finish is uphill, round 1 down the hill. 2 is fast, 3 and 4, 3 smooth, 4 is bumpy. It's awkward there. There's new pavement being laid. It's fast. 5 into 6 uphill. The wind's got down, so it was a little bit of a headwind, but I think that's calmed down. And then, like we just saw in our replays and this final finish, carrying momentum through the final two corners is going to be the key to success.
This course is a fantastic race course. It's changed over the years. This is actually a different course than what Daniel and Brad Huff have won, even a different direction. They like to remind us every time. So yeah, but nevertheless, the neighborhood has stayed consistent. But this neighborhood has changed a lot. A big thanks to the McNelly Group for contributing to that change over the years. Where they brought so many restaurants into this district. And if you're down here in Tulsa, you know that this is the place to be, where there's so many great restaurants that the McNelly Group has brought to life here on our Friday night here. Now, kicking off our bike racing, we've got the DCC program up at the front. These boys seem to suss out each other a little bit. This is a tough race to sort of just jump into cold, and so the riders sort of midfield back are already on the pedals quite a lot more than the riders at the front. It looks like DCC is trying to maintain some composure here at the front of this field while our riders get themselves sussed out. Let's take a look at our weather here tonight. Now we're looking at 78 degrees, one of the coolest Tulsa Tough Friday nights I've had the pleasure of being a part of. Winds are 10 to 15 mile an hour. We're looking at our Helmert and Payne drone shot right now. We're talking wind earlier. I was talking with Brad Huff, who's our sideline reporter, as well earlier on in the evening. And he was saying that sort of the effective wind could change, but as we all know, wind dies down once the sun sets, and now that we get into our pro men's field, we feel that wind may be a lower factor in the overall as we get into this race. Certainly less so than the Pro 1, or excuse me, the 1-2 race that Daniel raced earlier in the evening.
Yeah, with this field in the booth, the cloth isn't moving around as much. The Eco banners aren't moving like they were an hour ago, 2 hours ago. So it's definitely calming down here. Timber's cool. It's still relatively humid, so even you feel that, especially when you start the body heating up and you start to sweat. So it gets a little swampy there. And you can see, yeah, it's not popped off quite yet. 3-4 wide. Again, Lucas Bordeaux gets a call up front row, and he starts to slide backwards. I don't like to see it, especially the year they had last year, where they played this game. A lot of energy wasted putting on the show. I would expect a little different attitude coming into Tulsa. Have fun, right? Enjoy the moment. But, you need to get it right. And again, he came into Tulsa last year with success, with confidence coming in here, and just fell short. And it seems, again, he could fall into a similar trap if he's not careful and doesn't give the Peloton the respect he deserves.
We got a sideline reporter this year, Brad Huff, two-time winner of this event. Brad, how's it feeling out there right now?
You know what, we said the wind is dying down, but just now a little burst of wind came through, but that's because the riders are ripping through. We don't know what the conditions are going to do downtown, but it is the coolest night. The riders are heating it up. It's pretty incredible. Hold on tight.
The rush of the field as it comes by is always very special for every spectator out here. Any new spectator to bike racing is always amazed at sort of the rush. At one time, somebody described it to me as like a subway train coming through the station every lap. So this one rider's been on the front. We're trying to get a number for this one rider who's been very determined to keep the pace high at the front of the field. As we're looking through, number 12 is going to be Tobias Koenig for Casa 13.
Look at the bike he's riding.
What has he got?
The same bike as DCC.
Okay.
So many people can work together, but wink, wink, nod, nod. We see all the DCC at the front are majority of their guys. I think with another ally as well. It seems like DCC doesn't want to get caught in the anxiety of the first night, especially with maybe some guys haven't raced the Twilight Trip, maybe haven't raced Tulsa, can make some bad decisions early in the race. Seems like DCC wants to set the tone, ride together at the front.
Every great race needs a pace car, and this weekend we've got Don Thornton Automotive Group being our pace vehicle. They've got that I don't know if it's a Blackwing, but it's definitely a Cadillac out there. And since 1969, Don Thornton has been bringing us our pace cars. We got since 1969, they built one of the most respected auto groups in the country, representing Audi, Lexus, Land Rover, Cadillac, and Volkswagen, earning recognition from Time Magazine. Not only once, but twice as one of the top 10 automotive dealers in the nation. For more than 50 years of premium vehicles, premium service, and genuine commitment to the Tulsa community. Tonight they're driving that CT 55. Ooh, CT 55.
It's not E5B.
Or V is a
No,
five.
it's Cadillac. It's a V. We all know that game. You didn't know what a V means.
You know what?
No. It's a V. We know that.
See?
And we'd like to borrow that tomorrow. I think there's some sightseeing we'd like to go do.
Yeah.
We need a vehicle, so if they would kindly drop off the keys with Dave and myself so we can go see a little more Tulsa tomorrow, greatly appreciated. And then we can get some personal feedback on the broadcast exactly what that car's been for.
Brad Hoff in the pits right now. He has the foundation team director. Who do you got there, Brad?
I have one of the most renowned rider directors here. Where are you from? Who are you riding with? Who are you directing?
I'm from Argentina. I'm directing Foundation Second in New York, and we're happy to be here.
How many times have you raced this, Seba?
I raced one time, and I direct quite a few.
Yeah, Seba knows how to win here. How many of your riders have won off the front here or in the sprint?
I think it's always been field sprint in this one.
I know riders have been off the front that you've led. What are the boys going to do tonight? How are you going to get them to the line?
Well, we're trying to play the same as everybody, wait for the sprint, try to be conservative during the race, and get together, the last 3-4 laps. That is the key on when you launch your attack. I mean, it's a matter of timing, and at the end of the day, that's the rider's fault. They need to reach the race the last 2 laps, 2-3 laps, to see when they want to take control.
You have the strongest lead out over the last few weeks. How are they going to put that together tonight?
Again, that's the plan. I think our plan is to be together, and the last 2-3 laps, when they see the opportunity, they will try to go for it. We have 3-4 guys that they know how to do it and lead out very well. So we're going to play that car with Jordan Parra as the sprinter. So we're going to try to wait until the right time. And it's always, it could be 3 laps to go, it could be lap and a half to go. It's a matter of how the race goes.
You've got a rider like Brian Gomez that has more experience than anyone in there. He's been here. I think he's maybe even 1 year of being on the podium. Having 2 sprinters like that in there, what kind of cards are you going to play?
I think we're going to go for the sprint with Hara today. As a sprinter, Brian I think he's the best lead-out rider in the country. He is a sprinter, he can win, but I think when you have a guy who can do 500 meters at over 60 km an hour, he's going to lead you out. I mean, he's going to drop you with 150 meters to go clear. So if we can get him in position, then he will do the rest.
That's right. Look for foundation at the front with Gomez leading out power.
Sebastian Alexander on the sidelines with Brad Huff. 2 legends of our sport get to chat here at the 20th edition of the St. Francis Tulsa Tough. Great to have both of them racing with us, or speaking with us. And remember, Brad Huff now part of our broadcast crew. Great to have him as part of the team. The Germans are on the front right now, really driving the pace. But what was that last insight there that Seba was talking about, where he's really identified their protected sprinter and how the team is going to work around him?
Yeah, I've been on the wrong side of Seba direction and leadership and delivering tactics to really good riders. I mean, it really showed with Foundation. They've always been good, but when he's into that program the last year and a half, or what it's been, is they've taken a step up. That's the importance of finding good leadership, good direction with a lot of experience to give these guys, again, like I said, this is the plan, right? This is everybody's role, but it's up to you to make these finite decisions in the moment of the race, right? Again, trusting these guys with the experience to be like, it could be 3 to go, it could be a lap and a half. It's too fast for him to be in the radio to make those split decision calls. Up until that 3 to go, he's not really on the radio anymore. He's gotten to that point with feedback, with suggestions, follow the plan, good motivation. And up to that point, it's pretty much radio silent as the riders can make these good decisions. And he's given that information, that framework before the race ever starts, and he's pretty hands off. And I think to today's course, like we've seen before, is you have to pick one guy. This is not one where, oh, okay, we have this guy, we have that guy, we're going to race it a little bit, KG or a couple different things. It really is picking one guy. This is the plan, and this is what we're going for on a night and a course like this. You get tomorrow, you get into Private Hill, different rider types, different tactics start to play out. We go, this is plan A, this is plan B, this is plan C, kind of thing with the riders going on.
Big thanks to Quick Trip for being our presenting sponsor of the live stream here this year. They are a local Tulsa business. They've got 1,200 locations around the region. They've got the best service stations, clean and spick and span every time. If you need a best place to stop off and gas up and pop up on anything that you need, you're going to get yourself over to a Quick Trip for that, for yourself. Big thanks to them. And also their intense involvement in the Tulsa community overall. They're on our board for the St. Francis Tulsa Cup. So great to have them as a piece of the action here tonight. Big thanks again to Quick Trip. Full roster here for our foundation squad tonight. Clever Martinez, Marcos Mendez, George Parra, Sebastian Paedo, Lucas Bidet on the roster, and Brian Gomez on the roster for Foundation Cycling. Had a few questions looking over at our YouTube comments asking if Ben Oliver is racing here tonight. No, he is at Tour de Wallonia, where he just won a stage at the Tour de Wallonia. He won 2 stages at Tour de Wallonia, so go over and check cycling news and figure out what Ben Oliver is doing. You can also follow him at, on Instagram and the Modern Adventure social media. The question about the Williams brothers are racing. They both got a call up in case you missed that. And the length of our race here is 17 minutes total. You will see lap cards when we get to about 10 go. Any other questions? Jump on over to our YouTube, drop a question in the comments section, and we will do our best to get you set up. There's Roy Williams with the camera on his head, going around, and his brother Justin has the Red Bull helmet. On the front right now, you got the DCC squad out here, and Casa 13 also. Next Park's Law Firm, I believe, gets themselves up into the mix. They've got a number of great riders. Evan McCork getting himself on the podium at Friday and Hill last year. Bishop Kalama getting some top 10s the past 2 weeks. So perhaps Park's Law Firm gets themselves into the mix. Our drones are provided to us courtesy of Humphrey and Kane, another local Tulsa business with one of their offices right on Raceport tomorrow. Humphrey and Kane is a leader in the oil and gas industry with their technology and engineering. So great to have them as part of our St. Francis Tulsa Cup.
And just to touch back, it's super cool to see what they all is doing over here, right? Not like her, just don't like a few, what we're going to see team. Racing is supposed to wear Chris, here at Tulsa, to a military, and then he's from Somerville, right? And then goes in, does what he's doing in Colombia. He's having a really stellar year. He's been right down a couple of times. Started the year with their February, which is really great to see him really kind of flourish. The first day was in the rain. It's one of those things like you saw on March, a few weeks before that, on Indios, the action guy, cut his feet for his tricks, right? Was at this twilight, the drive is like, how to say, think about it, it gets pretty with these things. I think this is what trick racing really kind of gives these guys is 1% matters
night racing. DWP night, even though it's a great start to a great finish.
Uh-oh.
Big crash, it looks like, on the back straight. Jim Brown. It looks like he's comfortable, but he was nothing affected. Few riders, other riders, were going also affected in this crash.
Oh, that's 'cause he's on the jack.
Riding back in the race, gets caught up in stuff like this. Jim Brown, unfortunate. One of the Cadence guys, not
Oh.
that great. So we're gonna
Lost
see
it.
who's all involved. Some guys could be held up for doing okay. Some guys might get a little more damage. So we'll see what this looks like. Maybe Brad can give us some insights over there directly in the pit.
Yeah, Brad Huff is over in the pit right now. Let's see if Brad's got any insight for what's happening in our pit.
Yeah. Mark Big.
You've got Foundation up here. You've got several riders that are going to be in contention in this lead out. You actually have Lucas for going in the back. He's not getting to the front. He's not panicking. That's what a smart rider does. When you come to the pit, you want to calm down. You want to bring your heart rate down. It's a great time to take a gel and get ready. You're getting ready to push back in. Here we go.
Gonna get riders reinserted into this race. These are Marte.
In the middle of the breakaway?
What?
Why are they put them in the middle of the break?
That was a questionable release. But
Absolutely insane insertion of that. And this guy was in the pit. Now he's halfway to the breakaway.
yeah. Okay. Well, here we are. But it's early in the race. 17 minutes in. Pretty flat. And
We see DCC tapping with one of their big roll there guys.
let's take a look at this crash real quick, just because we were talking about other things. Roll on that back courtesy of Quick Trip.
Oh!
Is it better?
No, that was Jim Brown, I believe. First guy seems to get his front.
What are you gonna do?
It's like overlap the wheel.
Hit a few times. That's so rough. Be at the bottom of a pile like that.
Yeah.
You can see Jordan Parr on the right getting caught up. You know, Bordone, obviously, and Fetzer might be in there. Cole Davis. Mike Gomez picking his bike up.
Yeah. Chris Tolley. He's in the middle there. My goodness. So many people down there. Alright, let's check out our pits. We got another release coming up from our neutral pit, Brad Huff. What do you got? Who do we have in here?
You know, I think Lucas is having some frustration with his bike. He's a little frustrated back there. You got Brian Gomez, that lead out specialist in there. They're getting ready to get pushed back in. You have the Austin sensation. You have Chris Tolley. Everybody is in good position to get back in this race. Lucas making his way to the front. He's going. There we go.
What did he just say to you,
We're
Brad?
ready to see some action.
Love if he's racing it back.
Well, Lucas is pretty confident in the outcome of
This is
what's
what-
going to happen here.
So this is Riley Wrightsman on Cheney windows and doors.
Riley's on Cheney now.
Yep. So he's a big motor, can really go. Seems like he's got a UCC rider of the similar stature and ability. And if these guys kind of come in.
Great coffee and the fastest pit stop in the game. My age. But that was one of the original single-digit locations. Go Boroff, please make your way to the front of the podium. All right, opening lap.
Is that Richter?
Under 2 minutes. Matt Stevens, he'll roll on through. Former Tulsa Tough champion. Once again, we had 67 on the registration. We'll see how many extra on the start list. But we are one lap done now. Just around 2 minutes. When the rain started to pick up on that junior race in the 17 to 18 category, we saw a 150, 149 opening lap by your eventual champion in the 17-18 group, Julio Andres Sanchez Alvarado, and he stayed off the front. Had a two-man break in the points. Really, it was a opening bell to closing bell win for Sanchez Alvarado. But again, the opening lap was 150. No offense to Sanchez Alvarado, he's fast. This is an amazing group of Cat 1, Cat 2s out here. Tells you that they're taking it a little easy. Also, the weather probably starting to rain a little bit. Maybe not some of the, a little bit more weather than maybe that was on the course for the juniors. But again, we'll be recognizing junior podium coming up. Again, I need Margaret Tennant. And again, if you hear your name, raise your hands. I know you're here. Margaret Tennant. Margaret Tennant. Elizabeth Hernandez. Jocelyn Wright. Bristol Albright. I see you, Bristol. Evie Alvarado. Raise your hand if you're there. Yep, there's Evie. Sloan Becker. Monologue. Sanchez Alvarado. There you are. Alright, you're here. Look for Sam Ewing out of Tennessee. Volunteer Adichie Yoshi. Alright, about that lap number 2, done and dusted. This one faster than the last one by far. Maybe a good 10 seconds, 7 seconds faster. Maybe that's Texas Roadhouse. I have a lot of maybes there. Once I'm slowly on the race, I'll stop for the maybes. I give you just another names and numbers. Looking for Adichie Yoshi. Yoshi, there you go, sir. Thank you. Alright, looking for Finley Solomon. There you go. Lucas Gonzalez. I see a hand way back. I'm Joe Boroff. Right here. So, I'm looking for Margaret Tennant. There's Margaret. Elizabeth Hernandez. Elizabeth Hernandez, right there. There's 17 hands pointing at her. Jocelyn Wright. There's 14. What, Jocelyn, you know, he's right. All right, I think we are good to go. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 podium contenders in the 20th year of St. Francis Tulsa Tough. Give me just a second. We're going to check out the race here. We are 5 minutes in. So we are lap number 3 of our Masters Day race. We do have 2 cash premiums. $100 courtesy of BOT Bicycles of Tulsa. $100 courtesy of Smith Farm and Garden. We'll wait a little bit for that. Let me kind of figure it out, see if the rain continues to get heavier. Hopefully avoid all the hail. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, all 12 kids there, so we are ready. Alrighty, so without further ado, we're going to start with the women's junior race. We're going to get a women's 15 to 16 first. So if you're in the 15 to 16, we're recognizing you first. So, in third place, racing from Wisconsin with Pedroja Spirit of Sport, it's Sloan Becker. In second, racing with Finn Vanessa Racing, Evie Alvarado. And in first place, racing with Fountain Cycling Hill Team, it's Bristol Albright. Your women's junior ACC podium, 15 to 16, Albright, Alvarado, and Becker, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, 3 more points to go right after the look. We're on lap number 4 here. It is a jersey recognition here. Your winner, the Dawn, the ACC jersey, the American Criterium Cup jersey, Fountain Cycling Hill Team, Bristol Albright, taking the jersey here in race number 1 of the 6 race series, starting here this weekend at St. Francis Tulsa Tough. We will not race for this ACC for the juniors tomorrow. Tomorrow will just be a normal Crybaby Hill race. But then the next race in this series will take place in Milwaukee on June 27th. And that'll be the Tour of American Dairyland for race number 2. 6 total in the series. But here it is. The opening bell and the opening jersey going to Bristol Albright in our junior women 15 to 16. So now recognizing our junior men 15 to 16. ACC series. So our junior men 15 to 16 in third place. I told you it was an acronym. You may not have believed me, but he races with Boise Young Rider Development men's 15-16 podium. Cora in third, Gonzalez in second, Solomon in first. 1, 2, and 3. As we take a look on the Jumbotron, they're making their way up South Pony Hill on the Masters Day. Flick of the elbow. This is the new racers to the front. We've got Texas Roadhouse. There's also a U.S. champion up there. That's 373, which is David Richter of Texas Roadhouse. Second last night. Again, congratulations as Finley Solomon with CXD Trek Bikes out of Wisconsin dons the American Criterium Cup Leaders Jersey here after race number 1 at the FC Tulsa Arts District Criterium St. Francis Tulsa Town. Again, Richter still in front group at Stevens top 5. Winning last year, early on, 9 minutes into this race here. All right, 2 more podiums to go. Let's recognize our junior men. The junior men 17-18 podium. As another lap goes through, looking towards the front. Talk about some of those names. 2-man break, not only like a couple seconds. We'll get some of those names, numbers coming up. I didn't see it for the first time. Stalin, Guillermo Cuero, our third place finisher yesterday. Right now, let's recognize our junior men 17-18 American Criterium Cup podium. In third place, racing with Nathan Cyclery, is Aditya Joshi. Coming in from Tennessee, racing with Hubview Cycling. In second place, it's Sam Ewing. And your gun-to-gun opening lap to finish lap winner. Racing out of Puerto Rico with Sports Science Racing and Development Team is Julio Andres Sanchez Alvarado. Your podium in the junior men 17-18, Sanchez Alvarado, Ewing and Yoshi, 1, 2, and 3. And again, that top set not only is your winner today, but he also gets to put the jersey on. As Julio Andres Sanchez Alvarado is your American Criterium Cup race leader after race number 1. Next race, June 27th, July 11th, July 26th, August 15th, and then it finishes Labor Day weekend in St. Louis on September 6th. That's the Bomarito Audi West County Gateway Cup on Labor Day weekend. All right, so trying to get an eye to the furthest race again. Seeing at the front, I believe that's Sean Watson. That's exactly, yes, 432, exactly who it is. Last night's champion on night number 1, Sean Watson at the front of this, shaking his head going, and how about the front of this race again? For early, I want you guys to do some work. He was solo for at least double digits. Not believe how long it was before the exact number of laps. He was off the front for a long time, holding on to win by 3 to 5 seconds last night. All right, so final podium in our ACC Junior Women, Junior Series. It will be our junior women 17-18. Making her way to the third step. It is Jocelyn Wright. Team Crispy Print. In second place, another of the Okies making their way to the podium. Racing with Oklahoma Flyers, it's Elizabeth Hernandez. And coming in from Tennessee, with Hubview Cycling. In first place in the junior women ACC 7-18, it's Margaret Tennant. But I am still thirsty. Congratulations again, our junior women 17-18 podium. Tennant, Hernandez, and Wright. And now to Dawn, the American Criterium Cup Series leader jersey. Racing out of Tennessee with Hubview Cycling, it's Margaret Tennant. Again, congratulations on our 4th and final podium in the ACC Series in our junior men and junior women 15-16 and 17-18 categories. Another lap done. There's Titan at the front. 83.52. No, it's not 3. It's not next to our house. here. Rolling through, I have one of our racers from Oklahoma. That's Jonathan Gardner, Sultan Dog Cycle roll through. We do have two prees. We're about 14 minutes in. It is a 50-minute race here. We have two prees to figure out when we're going to roll those out. Recognizing all of our great juniors, especially as they are competing here in the American Criterium Cup. Now to the action. Yeah, I wax poetic every year. Master Day is my favorite race. 406, first time we're calling through number 46 on the front. That's Chad. Working loud is with Texas Roadhouse. Looking at that podium last night, Watson had gone off the front, was out there double-digit leads off the front, just breathing through his eyeballs. He was suffering immensely. I did not get a chance to head on down and watch the race in person, but thank you to Quick Trip providing the YouTube live stream. I watched him lap after lap, just watched the pain and suffering working in his face, and you were just wondering, would Watson be able to hold on? And he did. He held on to win last night on night number 1. The McNelly's group, Blue Hearts. Alright, next time we're 16 minutes in. Let's fire up the first free. It'll be a $100 cash free courtesy of Bicycles of Tulsa. But again, looking at that top 5 last night, the podium finished first, John Watson, David Rinker, Texas Roadhouse in second, Stalin Gutierrez Cuello in third, Drew Christopher in fourth, and Philip Wyckoff in fifth. Get some new names to face a Dave Rinker, though, not one of the new names. He was second last year on Saturday, Masters Day race with the 125 edition. Again, we talked about some of these racers like a Philip Pinson and Chad Cagle had not a big race here this year. Philip Pinson should go something out. Pin number 379 was who we find him out there, but it's the free lap. Gentlemen, it's the free lap. $100 in cash. $100 in cash. 423 will roll on through. That will be Tyler Locke. That's the winning. Joshua Bahati and the guys coming from California with methods to winning. Tyler Locke was in first as we lead out on this green lap. The first of 2 $100 cash green laps. But again, I talked about the jokester Carl Bordine. He was giving Chris Carlson a hard time. He's telling him, hey, you're racing the wrong way when Carlson turned his bike around and started to. But Carl Bordine is a competitor who knows the top step. Bordine twice has finished first in the Masters Day racing the last 10 years here and had finished fifth 1 year. But his teammate, Philip Pinson, if you want to talk about the 2 names of Masters Day racing over the last 12 years, 11 years of Tulsa Tough racing, it has been Philip Pinson, it has been Chad Cagle, the local hero Chad Cagle. Philip Pinson coming in racing with Mustard Media in the past, now racing with Titan Racing. You look at their Paul Mars, you look at their top 5s that they've had in the last 11 years. Philip Pinson in the last 11 years, 4 first place finishes, 6 second place finishes, 5 thirds, 3 fourths, and 1 fifth. So 15 podium finishes over the last 11 years. Chad Cagle, he also has 4 wins in the Masters Day race over the last 11 years, and a total of 10 total podiums himself. Again, Cagle not in this race, but Philip Pinson should be out there racing with his teammates there from formerly known as Monster Media Elite, now Titan Racing, powered by Cadence Cycling. Again, some of these names year after year that come out here. Keep an eye out for Carl Bordine. He has the jokes. He also has 2 first place finishes in the Masters Day race at Tulsa Tough. So, it's a free lap. Who's going to win the sprint? It's $100. It's $100. It's $100.
Come on,
and it will be Tyler Locke, 423. He was first when they rolled through and started the lap, and he's first when they finished the lap. As Tyler Locke, with methods to winning, gets the first $100 free, a cash free courtesy of Bicycles of Tulsa. yesterday. He also was second, but he won it on Crybaby Hill, and that's what they raced on Sunday in 2022. All right, so 20 minutes in, not quite the midway point, a resettling at the front. Racers kind of starting to come back together. First time we're going to call bid number 400. That is Tomer Alpert. Tomer Alpert. He came down to Norman, Oklahoma last weekend. Very active, winning the Masters Day race on Saturday. He's also been on day one, though.
Where are we at now?
Catch that. Race